पादेन वाचां मालां शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन यो अपाकरोति तं प्रवरां मुनीनां पातञ्जलि प्राञ्जलिरानतोऽस्मि प्राञ्जलिरानतोऽस्मि प्राञ्जलिरानतोऽस्मि. So, the Yoga Sutra, the chapter 1, verses 35. So, all the sutras are connected with chapter 1, verses 1, verses 2. Yoga Chit Vritti Nirodha, restraint of mental modification is the yoga. And yoga means life, and life means yoga. So how to restrain the mental modification to have peace and calm into our life, into our general life, semi-practitioner life, and intensive practitioner life. So Patanjali teaching to everyone, to all of us, to the general practitioner, to moderate practitioner, and to the intense practitioner, those who are looking for liberation. And for all the practice we need peace of the mind. So Patanjali says, Vishayavati va pravritti rutpanna manasa sthiti nibandhini. Once again, Vishayavati va pravritti rutpanna manasa sthiti nibandhini. Vishaya means that desire of the senses. Easily to understand, there are 5 senses, and also it's connected with the 5 elements. Our body made by 5 elements, and from 5 elements come 5 senses. Like, let's say the 5 elements are earth, water, fire, air, and space. And their senses are nose, taste, eyes, skin, and ear. And further I will explain it. So they have their desire, like to say ear wish to hear. So different types of music, sound. That is the Vishaya. So Patanjali says Vishaya Vati Pravritti Utpanna. Pravritti Utpanna. Pravritti. The desire that which is the coming up, the desires. She say pravritti, the vritti, the desires, the utpanna. Then he say manasa sthiti. So that desire, that vritti, which make our mind sthiti. Sthiti means stable, peace, calm, pleasant, the inner pleasant, not just for a moment. So that desire, that vritti, which make our manasa, mean our mind, peace and calm. So he says, so that Vishaya, even that desire also useful to make our mind peace and calm. So hope you will understand the explanation further. So Patanjali says there are 5 major senses, perceived senses, and they have their desires. So Patanjali says even their desire can make our mind peace and calm, pleasant. And he said through this desire, through this action, we can lead to liberation and happiness. So now we need to understand, because there are desire, there are 5 major senses, perceived senses, and they have their desire. So we need to know that desire, which desire can bring us down and which desire bring us up to the consciousness, to the peace of mind and to the pleasant, and which desire of the senses can bring unhappy, unpeace, unpleasant in our life. So it is like this, one goes up, another goes down. So we need to understand here both, because mainly in the books have explained only which vritti which desire can bring us up, but they haven't explained which vritti bring us down. So I would like to share my idea, my opinion, and hope it will be clear up. So whatever I have read, whatever I have heard through yogis, and something my opinion I would like to share. So the sutra again, the chapter 1, verses 35, Vishayavati va pravritti rutpanna manasa sthiti nibandhini. So he say even through the desire, and that desire which make our mind calm and peace, so even desire can be helpful. So now you need to understand here what is the desire, the subject. So let's say, as I say, let's go from the earth. Earth element, their senses organs is nose, and nose desire is to smell. So now we need to understand how the smell work. Smell can bring us down, can make unhappy, painful, and no peace. But at the same time, smell can bring us up and helpful into our meditation, into the study, can make our mind calm and peace. So how is it work? So first let's if we have addiction about any smell, it bring us down. To understand, I have heard through the yogis, there is, you know, the black bee. They talk about black bee. So black bee is very much addicted with the smell, and always he look for the beautiful flowers. And black bee also are very strong. Yogi say that even he can make a hole through the wood, and he can make a hole and he can make his house through the wood. But also he is very much addicted about the flowers, beautiful smell. So there are flowers, some flower like let's say lotus flower, and some lotus flower are have a very beautiful smell, and some more is, but when the sun rise, the flower goes open, and when sun sets, that they close the flowers. So the black bee, because he is addicted with the smell, he all day long sit to the flower for smell. In the night time, the flower closed, but because he is addicted, he do not damage, do not make a hole to go out. And then this way, without oxygen, without breath, the black bee died, lost his life. So yogi says the same way, if we are addicted about smell, if we are servant of our nose, if we are slave of our nose, so we will die. Our prana will go down and will be only sad, unpleasure, unhappy into our life. But another way Patanjali want to say that the same nose, smell, can bring happiness, pleasant and calm into our life. If we use without addiction, like we organize a beautiful the room for meditation, space for meditation, and we turn on lamp, light of the ghee, clarified butter, lamp of oil, sesame oil, coconut oil, mustard oil, so it's give the fragrance. If we use the sandal, we put sandalwood, sandal smell, we put the natural flowers. So you see that smell, this kind of the natural smell can make your mind peace, calm, pleasant, and you will be able to meditate, and then this way we bring up our prana, our consciousness and happiness. So this is about nose and smell, desire, Vishaya. So Vishaya same time can be Vish. Vish means poison, which can take our life, can bring our prana down. Vishaya same time on the other hand can bring as immortal and bring our life or prana up. Let's say the second one, he says about, so second element is water, their senses is the tongue, and the tongue measure desire, the senses for taste. So they are nothing to say. You see that everything we living for the taste. We eat, we drink, everything taste. But the Patanjali says that taste can bring the prana up, can bring the life up, and can bring prana down. And therefore even we can lose our life. And there can be unhappy, sad, unpleasant. So Yogi says, see, you have seen the fish. The fish, they are so freedom in the sea, in the water. But the fish killer, just they put, you know that fish string in there, and they put little something, maybe can be flour or can be any meat. Because for the taste, the fishes come, they eat, but they fix their string in their mouth. And then this way they lost their life, lost their freedom, and then finally the human did them. So the Vishaya, the desire of the taste, so you can see the same, everything in the taste. We drink alcohol for the taste. So many meat we eat for the taste. So Patanjali says that the same way, if you are addicted, if you are running behind the taste, behind the tongue, if you are slave of your tongue, you will lose your life, and there will be unhappy, unpeace, and mind will be no have calm. But at the same time, if we eat natural, like nowadays we say organic, healthy food, prana will go up and it will bring us pleasant, bring us happy into our life. Like scripture says, so we make prayer in our tradition, in yoga tradition. Om Brahma Param Brahmavi Brahmagnavu Brahmanavutam Brahmayvaten Gantavyam Brahma Karma Samadhi. Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Prani Namde Masrita Pranapana Samayukta Pachami Annam Chaturvidam. So there is a Chaturvidam. Chaturvidam means four kind of the food. So four kind of the food means is everything come through the vegetarian. Vegetarian means which grow from the earth. So in yoga I have not said anything about meat, and meat come from the violence. So Patanjali says if you eat as a slave of the tongue, prana will go down and there will be no peace. But if just control your tongue, feed them natural food, organic food, healthy food, pranic food, prana will go up and it will give you the full of pleasant and peace of the mind, and they will help for the meditation. So this way Patanjali want to say Vishayavati va pravritti rutpanna manasa sthiti nibandhani. Let's go to the third one. The third element is the fire, and the fire sense is the eyes, and eyes desire subject is to see. So eyes always like to see beautiful place, beautiful person, beautiful places, beautiful sightseeing, always beautiful. But if we have addiction, so Patanjali says you will lose your prana, and also you lose your unhappiness, and also you lost your life. Like, so there the yogi says there is the ant, and at some point of the view the ant get wings and they start flying. But when they fly, they run towards to the lamp, towards to the light, towards to the fire, because they like it. It seems for them it's very beautiful. But finally, they lost their life. So this way, if a human addicted always to see, so they say there finally human can be unhappy and unpleasant like. Also they say that in the sand land, he put his head up and see there is a water. And this way he never find a water, but he lost his life. Never gained peace. So this way Patanjali want to say, if we are running behind the beauty, that she is beauty, he is beauty, she is beauty, his body beauty. Beauty. I want to be more beautiful. So there will be no peace, no happiness. We will lose our prana down. And finally we will die. Like one day we wake up and see some hair are grey. One day we wake up and we see that we have lines below our eyes and we feel sad. This is the subject of the eyes. We want always to see ourselves beautiful, to see another beautiful. But Patanjali says if you change it, that the whole universe is the beautiful. And also you put nearby to see the painting of the deity, photo of the deity. You put some statue in your room, in your house, and you say that how the Lord is very beautiful. I remember one story about Ramakrishna Paramahans. So Ramakrishna Paramahans, he was walking in Bengal, in Calcutta. So accidentally he entered in the area of the red light, which is known as the prostitutions. So the prostitutes are very beautiful. So he was looking them. So one of them, she told, "Come, what you looking from the street?" He replied that, "If you are so much like this, glorious, gorgeous, beautiful, so how is my Lord who created to you?" So this means he could be uncomparable, unique, beautiful. So that is, if we see our deity, if you put paintings, if you put the God and Goddess statue, and see how they are beautiful, it will help bring our prana up. And the God and Goddess statue create the environment which help to bring our peace of the mind and help for meditation, and this way we raise our prana up, consciousness up, and we have long life. So Patanjali says this is the same desire of the senses can be helpful to make our mind peace and pleasant. The fourth, the fourth element is air. Air sense is the skin, and skin's desire touch, including sex, etc. So the addiction of the touch, addiction of the sex, it says can bring your life down, prana down, and can bring your prana up. So they say, the yogi says, see, the elephant is very big animal in the forest. No one can grab him. So yogi says that those who want to catch them, so they say they make the big wall, the well, big well, mean dig the earth. On the top, they put the artificial, made by maybe by paper, elephant, female elephant. When the male elephant get excited, so he run towards to this artificial, ready-made or paper elephant, and finally he fall down into the big well. And then this way, after many days, without food, without water, he lived there. And after that, he become the slave of the human, because human start to give them food, water, and they ride on the elephant. So you have seen the king or rich people, they have elephant, they sit upon that. So because of the just of the touch, the sexual desire, the desire to touch. But at the same time, so this way, those who have this kind of addiction, those who have this kind of always running to touch, sensation. So sex itself is very pure, to tell you, very much healthy, but depend how we understand it. Also it can be disease, like many people, if I was reading about hormones, if the testosterone goes up, high hormones up, so it become kind of the disease that person cannot live, person cannot sleep without it. So it is the kind of the sickness. But at the same time, it says the spurs, that if you live your life the way of the natural. Also somebody wrote that the male and female relation is like a computer and pen drive. If you using your pen drive and computer with all the pen drive and computer, so for sure you will have a lot of virus because you exchange it. So therefore, we must be careful. So Patanjali says this way, that we can lose our life, we can lose our consciousness, and also the touchness. He says that practitioner, we should leave, which we say the cotton material. We should have a company with the good person, good male and female, with the healthy people, healthy body, healthy mind, healthy energy. And you sleeping, living with your cotton material, have a grass, sit on the earth as an Indian sit. So he says that it can help to bring your peace of the mind, calm of the mind. If we, as much as we go artificial, like say a lot of there is a so soft bed, it's not good for the spine. artificial sofa which not good for the health, artificial even shoes not good for the health. See, say if we have natural way of the living which touch our skin, so is really helpful and bring the prana up, bring consciousness up, our life become healthy and happy. This is about touch, the sense of the skin. Now about the fifth element is the space. And space, the sense is ear, and ear the desire is a sound. Sound to hear. So Patanjali says if you are addicted of the sound, also can bring your prana down, can bring your prana up, depend what kind of sound you putting into your ear. Yogi says, see the snake, you never can catch the snake, but you know the snake catcher, they play one kind of the instrument. So while they play the instrument, snake come and they dance with this flute. And finally they become slave and they come in the small basket cage. And snake catcher, they make even money from them, they beg money and they dance with them. So they become slave, even the snake, so much freedom and they live in nature. And so this way Patanjali says if you are addicted with of the sound, music, there are so many kind of the music, is bring the prana down. Even you can lose the life, even you can be the let's say slave. Like if you have addiction about the dance, music, nightclubs and nightlife, it comes everything in the same part. But how to bring the prana up? So Patanjali says, but if you change it, if you sit near the waterfall, so water sound, it cleans your body, cleans your mind, and you will have a peace. If you have a natural sound, like to say mantra, Om Bhur Bhuva Shva Tassavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtim Vardhanam Urva Rukmiva Vandanat Mrityur Mukchiya Mamritat. There are a lot of mantras. There are spiritual sounds. There are sound of bird. There are sound of nature, and which make our mind peace, happy and pleasant. So he says that sound also bring our prana up, prana down. So he says, Vishayavati va pravritti rutpanna manasa isthiti nibandhini. So that is the meaning of this sutra. So according to the Patanjali, even the desire of our senses is useful, which make our mind calm and peace. So, but depend how we use it. So the senses also useful to bring the prana up, but if we are addicted, our prana goes down and one day we will be old and we will die. So this is the basic explanation of the Yoga Sutra, chapter 1, verses 35. Thank you so much.